Hey guys, it's Lindsay from thetoastedpienut.com. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm really excited because it's Saturday. Happy Saturday, although you may not be watching this on Saturday. So I thought it'd be fun to show you what I eat on a weekend. Kind of do a what I eat in a day video slash vlog. Weekends are never the same for us. We're always out exploring, doing something fun. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to be eating today, but I know it'll be delicious and I'm excited to share it with you guys. I'm gonna start off today with kind of a pre-breakfast breakfast with that spinach, apple, ginger, celery juice that I shared a couple days ago in that 3 greens juice video. I haven't been able to stop thinking about it because that ginger zing at the end is so good, and then we will make a delicious, more hearty breakfast. A space shuttle has landed on my shoulder. So anyway, like, sub, hit that bell, do all that good stuff because I never want you to miss a recipe, and I really hope you guys like this video, so let's get into it. All right, so we are starting off with 1 little nub of ginger. I just keep it in my freezer, and then 1 cup of water, a half of the green apple, and then you can add 1 to 2 stalks of celery. You could add as much or as little as you want. And today I am using some curly kale leaves. I'm just pulling the leaves away from the center stem to get the leaves off and put them in the blender. Blend it all up until it is nice and combined. And then you can pour it into your glass and enjoy. All right, it's pretty dark in here because it's raining outside, so I have my little light on, but I'm pretty hungry for actual breakfast, so I'm just gonna make a simple sweet potato hash with some peppers and onions in there, super flavorful, add some eggs on top, and call it a day. I just wanted to be easy and filling and delicious, so that is what we're making. Let's do it. All right, so we're gonna start off with our sweet potato. I just cut it into about 1/2 inch rounds, and then I stack up those rounds like so, and then I just kind of cut them into cubes from there. You can go as big or as little cubes as you like. I tend to like smaller cubes. Alright, so after you're done your sweet potato, you can just push it off to the side and then get started on your pepper. So I wash out all of the seeds and then just cut it into strips, and then cut those strips into smaller pieces. You want them about the same size, maybe a little bigger than the sweet potato cubes. Then I'm gonna chop up my red onion, so I'm just cutting it into slices, and then I'm gonna stack up all those slices and just coarsely cut them, chop them into pieces. Don't have to be perfect, but you know, whatever size looks good to you. And then you're gonna move on to your skillet. I'm putting some ghee in there. You could also use coconut oil or butter, just about 1 tablespoon, and then we're gonna put all of those veggies into the pan and let them cook over medium heat for about 10 minutes until they're softened. All right, so I decided to make soft boiled eggs in my Instant Pot. So I just put a cup of water into the bottom of my Instant Pot, and then we're gonna place those eggs right onto that rack in the center of the Instant Pot. I did about 6 eggs, but they turned out, well, you'll see. You want to make sure it is on the ceiling in the center, and then you're going to go down to eggs, put it at 2 minutes, and it'll just turn on, it'll heat up, and then once it's heated, it'll count down from 2. Back to our pan, you want to add some garlic cloves, some sea salt, some pepper, and then I also added some smoked paprika, which added a really delicious flavor to it. So keep cooking until they are easily pierced with a fork, and then you want to jack up the heat to high, and that's going to get them nice and crispy on the outside. Prep your plates. So I'm filling my plate with some arugula. You could really use any green that you like or you have in. This was kind of just using whatever was left over in the fridge, so we are using some arugula. Head over to your Instant Pot once it beeps and you want to vent it. So move the ceiling to the venting and all of the steam will come out. Once it does, you can transfer your eggs to a cold water bath. While I'm waiting for the eggs to cool, I just head over to my plates, plop some of that delicious sweet potato hash onto the plate next to the arugula. Jared just poured his right into the bowl. And then you can peel your eggs. As you can see, mine aren't completely soft boiled, but they're not completely hard boiled. They're somewhere in between. So I would do less time, but I kind of loved this in between hard boiled and soft boiled egg. So I'm just topping everything with some crumbled cotija cheese. You could also use feta or really any cheese that you like, and then some chopped Brazil nuts. And then just a sprinkle of everything bagel seasoning on top of those eggs, a dash of olive oil and balsamic on the greens, and it was the best breakfast. All right, guys, it took us a little bit to rally and get out of the house, but we are doing it. We're in the car. We're headed to a plant store that I saw online, and I just like, I have to go. I have to see what it's about, what they have. So that's where we're headed. Then we're gonna grab some lunch, and then we're headed to a roller skating rink because Caleb's been obsessed with rollerblading, and we all kind of have been obsessed with rollerblading. So we're gonna head to a roller skating rink. It should be a lot of fun. So we're in the car. We should be there soon, like 5 minutes. Okay, see you soon. See ya. Bye. Alright guys, it is dinner time. We had a really fun day with the roller skating. I got tons of plants. And now we are moving on to dinner. So Saturday night is usually the night that Jared and I just eat dinner, the two of us. So we put the kids to bed and then we come back and we make dinner and we eat it together, and it's usually one of our favorite nights. So tonight Jared went to the store. He picked up a bunch of things. He usually just picks up random things and we wing it and we make something fun and creative. Here, come here. So tonight we are basing this recipe off the herbed Dijon salmon recipe that's on the blog. The recipe calls for green beans and a delicious herb Dijon sauce. We're gonna do the salmon with the herb Dijon sauce, and we're gonna put some crab on top and have a super indulgent seafood dinner. It's gonna be so good. I'm really pumped for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Anyway, we're gonna take you through the steps. It's based off the recipe that's on my blog that is an herb Dijon salmon with green beans. I'll link to it below, and then I'll also include some directions if you wanna do the crab version that we are doing. So let's do it. Let's get into the recipe. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is just drizzle your salmon with some olive oil. We are roasting it in the oven at 400 for about 8 minutes because it's wild caught, so we don't want it to dry out. If you have farm-raised salmon, you may want to keep it in for a little bit longer. So then we're going to move on to the sauce while the salmon is roasting in the oven. So we finally chopped our shallot and we're just gonna put it in our pan with some coconut oil. We're gonna add some garlic to the pan too and cook it, saute it for a couple minutes. We're chopping up some basil. Chopped sage is also delicious. Stir that in with the shallots and the garlic and then add in your coconut cream. It's about 1 cup of unsweetened coconut cream and 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. So you're gonna add that to the pan, stir it until it's nice and combined. You're also going to add some sea salt, just a couple pinches. Stir it until it's completely combined, and then you want to bring it to a simmer. You want it bubbling for about 5 minutes, and then your sauce is done. Guys, this sauce, you will want to slurp it up with a spoon. It is so good. So once your salmon is done roasting, pour about half of the sauce onto the top of the salmon. You want to save the other half so that you can drizzle it on top if you want some extra sauce. And then what we did is we had about 8 ounces of lump crab meat. It is the lumpiest crab meat and I am completely obsessed with it. So we just put it on top of that salmon and then we're just gonna broil it for a couple minutes to get it nice and heated through. You can put it on a plate, serve it with a side of additional sauce, and garnish it with some fresh herbs. I'm telling you guys, this is so good. We didn't have the green beans from the original recipe, but they would certainly add a delicious veggie green side to this, which is so good. So make this. You guys are going to be obsessed with it. We were making yummy noises with every single bite. The pictures really don't do it justice because it was nighttime, it was dark, but you guys, this is like next level. So good. Alright guys, I am currently editing the video. I'm finishing it up and I realized I totally left you hanging after that crab-topped salmon situation. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was insanely good. It was just so rich and decadent and just like a seafood smorgasbord of deliciousness. I'm going to leave the link and all the instructions below. You have to try it. It was good. We were missing the green beans for sure because we had so much sauce. It would have been nice to have a veggie in there that you could kind of slurp up the sauce with. But it's one of my absolute favorite salmon recipes. So give it a try if you're up for it. But I hope you guys liked this video. It was a fun Saturday. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Ooh, itch. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe because I would love for you to be a part of my YouTube fam. I'm Lindsay from thetoastedpienut.com. Come find me on Instagram at thetoastedpienut and I will see you in my next video. Bye.